Hey guys, Bridge here. In this video, I want to talk about how I utilize Figma Agent as a lead product designer these days. So let's get right into it. The very first premise that I wanted to give is that I usually do not use it to design things from scratch, as I see many tutorials that are trying to attempt that. The reason is that it's a great tool, but when it comes to the indications, you need to be crystal clear. So what I would do these days is the very first use case is say that I have a interface which is a simple screenshot, or maybe I do have a component, even like a single component that I want to bring into Figma very quickly. That's where I would literally go into the agent and I would simply select this screenshot and I would literally say something as simple as turn this into a Figma component or Figma screen, depending on what you need. And you can even go to the extent of saying it connected to my design system in this file. And what I noticed compared to Figma Make is that Figma Agent is actually really good at figuring out the design system connections with meaning that you can easily sync your text styles and color styles and pretty much any of the elements within a design system. So it's much more useful than Figma Make. In fact, I'm not using Figma Make anymore, pretty much. I will use other workflows whenever I need to create a design from scratch using an LLM, leveraging Claude or Codex, especially these days. But I just want to keep this video focused on Figma Agent. So this would be pretty much like the first use case. And without further ado, the very second one that is extremely useful is you can, so as you can see from this first take, it's definitely not perfect, but at least it's saving us time when it comes to creating the base. But of course, you then need to refine it, and the expectation isn't that it's going to be perfect the first time around. Sometimes you can get away with it by utilizing a very strict prompt. Other times it's just going to be more easy to get this first pass and then modifying it manually, or even just insist within the Figma Agent ecosystem or workflow, so to speak. And that would be the very first use case where I use Figma Agent quite a bit in my client work. Secondarily, another very useful way that you can utilize Figma Agent is to have it sync the design system components, textiles, color styles to a design that does not have that synced in. So if, for example, you received a file with a page like this one right here, for example, and say that you do not have any component or you don't have any of the color styles applied to these elements, or even the text styles are not in sync with the typographic system that you're utilizing in your design system. That's where Figma Agent is actually quite helpful, because you can simply select the entire screen and you can add a prompt as simple as can you connect the textiles and color styles to this designer or to this screen, something around these lines. I'm just making these up. These prompts do not need to be like hyper precise. You can go and add one more step to the process and create a very extensive prompt, but for something as simple as this, it's probably going to be quite straightforward. And just one tip as you're working with LLMs, one of the things that I utilize quite often is a two-steps approach. So basically, I would go and add a prompt request on ChatGPT or Claude. So for example, if I need a specific outcome, I would ask it to create the prompt for me. So in this case, I could go into ChatGPT or Claude and ask it, I need to create a prompt that will connect the text styles and color styles to this screen. And it will generate this very extensive prompt, but in this case, I don't really think it's necessary. Now, another way that you can utilize Figma Agent that I find it quite helpful, especially to just get some ideas out there quite fast, is to turn a desktop view into tablet or mobile. Now, the issue with that is that I noticed that the text styles and color styles and the components especially tends to mess it up for whatever reason. I would actually say more the components than the styles, but it's helpful in order to get like a snapshot view into what the tablet or mobile version could look like. So even if the developers, for example, are asking for that, but they don't necessarily need like a precise file, they just need something quick so that they can get an idea, basically. That would be quite helpful and something that you can very easily do. Another way that you can utilize it is you can ask to create specific UX states. So for example, you can select this screen and you can ask it to create a state which is going to display all of the fields as empty. So there's no data, there's what does that look like? So you're probably going to need to specify if there are maybe like call to actions that to add data in order to visualize some of these graph elements or things of that nature. That is really going to depend on the project specifics. So you're always going to need to give it your UX expertise, so to speak. Otherwise, it's just going to run wild. But these are some of the other elements that can really help you work in Figma. And another way that you can utilize agents is you can actually bulk select multiple screens and you can ask for bulk changes at once. It works really well, especially if the changes aren't in depth. Otherwise, what you want to do is to simply go screen by screen. But if it's something as simple as applying color styles to a set of screens or anything which is easily identifiable by Figma Agent and repeatable, that is definitely useful, and I see a lot of many use cases throughout my weeks of work. So this is pretty much it. Hope this video was helpful. If you want to learn more about product design from a lead designer, feel free to check out the free resources in the description. I'm actually going to leave some of these and build them up. I've been so busy with client work so recently. It's still work in progress, but depending when you're going to see this video, that's probably going to be available. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to leave a comment. See you in the next one.